So it's Sunday, which means we're back with the road to 100k per month with Skool, episode 2. If you missed last week's episode, I basically talked about my plan and how I plan on scaling this to 100k per month. So what I wanted to cover in this video is exactly what I've learned this week and things I'm actually implementing to get more customers and just speed up the whole process. So if you are looking to scale a Skool community, then there is no better video than this. I'm literally giving you my exact content strategies, my exact Instagram stories that I'm using to promote it, my exact email drip campaigns, so the copywriting. I'm literally giving you everything in this video, so you do not want to miss this, right? And what I've done is I've actually compiled 3 unique selling points that make my school different from anyone else's school out there. And I've seen people charge like 5 to 10 grand for this exact thing right here. So my job is to have just way more impact in the world and also in the agency space. So it's important you actually define your mission and why your school is unique, because you can't just sell a community. Everyone has a community. It's not valuable anymore. So my mission, right, is to create an all-in-one place to speed run your agency to 6 figures a year whilst saving time and money, because we don't want to be buying expensive programs when there's things like this which I'm creating that will allow anyone, a beginner, to scale very easily, and they can send their emails, they can cold call, they can do SMS, they can do all their automations and outreach and inbound just from one place without paying for any more subscriptions. So that's the first unique selling point, right? Then the other one is execution systems. So what I realized from having people in my school, right, was that they have the information. I've given them like the source on how I grew my channel, outbound strategies, just everything. We do even, coaching masterclasses every Sunday. But the problem was that people were not executing on the correct actions. So what I put in place was a 12-week execution system in which every single week on a Friday, if we go into my school, right, and I literally recommend every single person to do this if you're running a school group, is to have once a week, at the end of the week, have a weekly accountability check-in meeting. For example, this is ours. So what this does is it allows people to join once a week with the actions that they've done, just like this. If we go down here. So it allows everyone to join and to actually be accountable for once in your life, because right now you're probably too comfortable and you're not doing the actions required to align to shift your reality and get into a new life, the life you want, basically, or freedom, getting money. It's because you're probably comfortable. So that is one thing that I figured out. So we actually have like a 12-week plan, which is like really awesome, because I'll try and show you. Another thing that's actually dope, right, is it's so easy just to get clients if you're in the school, because it's essentially like you just meet a bunch of other people. So this guy needs thumbnail, Sergio needs a thumbnail editor. Like, people need like other skills that other people are having. So you can get your first case studies or clients even just by being in here, which is absolutely awesome. But if you keep watching, I'm actually going to give away my entire content system for how I'm scaling this. And most of this is automated. So yeah, you can't really complain that I'm not giving you the source, because I'm literally going to be telling you everything you need to do to scale your school, right? So that's one thing. I actually wanted to show you the 12-week plan, but I'm struggling to find someone who has posted in here. More people should honestly post this. If we go down here, I'll be able to find it in a second. Okay, but if I just search 12-week, if I search 12, you'll see. So, for example, right, what I've been doing is I've been making sure that the actions that people have align with the actual goals. And sometimes I record looms, depending on how long it is. So you can see I record videos going over everyone's actions to make sure that it aligns with the actual goals that they have. So that's really important. So next, let's actually talk about, I wanted to mention one thing, is the coaching, Sunday masterclasses plus Q&A. This is honestly amazing because we're adding more and more calls into the calendar section every single week. So today we had our Sunday set topic, which is basically a masterclass plus a Q&A, which is awesome. And this, today it was on objection handling, but each week it differs, and then it's just a Q&A, so I can answer everyone's questions, which is always honestly one of the funnest parts of the week, because I just love helping people. But yeah, I'm going to be adding more and more calls into there so we can truly make this the best like low tier option for anyone trying to scale an agency, because you get unlimited go high level, you get like coaching, you get accountability calls. It's just insane, and it's only going to get better and better because I'm actually going to make this like the best basically. So now let's actually talk about the additions I've added this week compared to last week. So yeah, I've added more support calls, including a go high level call, which people seem to love. If we go here, yeah, we've got my boy Usman running these go high level calls. So yeah, people seem to love these calls, which is awesome because most people would charge like in addition to actually doing this. So yeah, people are loving the new calls. Same with the accountability each week. So I've also hired a social media manager to help build my automated content system, which I'll talk about below. Yeah, more in-depth content for existing or new members dropping next week, which is great. And paid ads soon for predictable growth, because we all know that organic content can fluctuate quite heavily. So now let's talk about my actual content system for how I get like a ton of people into this school. Last week, I think we were at like 70... It was like 77, I think. So we've got 10 people, which isn't the best, but that is just on the front end. So we can make a lot of money on the back end with upsells and things like that. So yeah, on the front end, not bad this week. But once again, like we can easily get 20 people a week, 30 people a week into this if I can actually just pull this off. I got a bit distracted this week with other projects. I'm sure you guys know what I mean. There's a lot of things being thrown at you, a lot of opportunities, so I got a bit distracted, but nonetheless I'm going to give you the absolute source for how I'm getting people into this Skool Group, at least like 1 or 2 a day. So we have long form at the top of the funnel, and at this stage, right, the viewers on YouTube are, I mean, you watching this, you're probably problem aware, meaning that you understand you've got a problem, you're not making the money you want to be, so you're in the learning mindset as you are now. So what this does is, obviously we get traffic. These are the best nurtured viewers of all time, which then the traffic goes to Instagram, where they become product and solution aware, meaning that they understand now that I have a product and solution to their problem, which is up here. And the also traffic goes in this direction, which is to my free assets, in which they get put onto an automated drip campaign, which I'm literally going to explain in a second. So in my Instagram, or on my Instagram, I should say, I've been posting all the time about, the Skool Group. So weekly accountability call yesterday. If you know you're not doing the work you're meant to, then join up. Ken commented on one of my YouTube videos. The community is growing and helpful as well. The coaching calls for training, way worth the $65. So you get unlimited go high level, which people absolutely love. So just posting this onto my stories is like, just getting my audience product aware and solution aware. Sales Masterclass, did a little poll. So anyone who comments yes, who isn't in my Skool Group, I basically message them asking them if they want to join. Here's a bit of scarcity. You love to see it. But it's going up in price again, which is pretty crazy, because I want to make this cheap, but I can't keep it at the price it is, because it's unlimited go high level plus coaching plus access to ask me questions. Like it's too much. Some testimonials. Matthew crushing it, got 70 clients, I think low ticket clients, but nonetheless still 70 low ticket clients in a month is pretty insane. More people loving it. So it's honestly getting there. And then we use keywords to basically get audiences to DM us. So here's like, these are actual like things that have converted me a ton of customers. So I'm literally giving you the source. So that is one way. And if you're wondering how they go from my YouTube to my Instagram, I always put my Instagram in my thing here. I mean, you can't see it here, but it's on the second row, because you can always get 2 descriptions on Instagram. So if you see this underneath this video, then just follow me on Instagram, because I post more cool stuff on there. But nonetheless, right, I've also created a free 63-minute sales advice, and what I did was I used the sales script for completely free. So I used that as a lead magnet, and everyone who got the free sales script, as you can see, I created a landing page. They basically got put onto an automated email drip campaign that is more like a newsletter. So for example, I'll read this one. This was a test to me, obviously, but it's more like a story to resonate with the viewer and then actually convert. And I even bolded the some words just to make it stand out, because realistically, not everyone's going to read this word for word. I mean, it's not that long. I think this is the perfect length, but you get the point, right? So picture this. 2 years ago, I was in school, sat at the back of my class for my business lesson, wondering to myself, why the fuck am I here? Learning business from someone who has never had a business. I used to play, this is actually true, by the way. I generally used to play online chess for like the entire 2 years that we had like the like curriculum or the school, like what's it called? The course, basically, like business. But yeah, I literally hated my teachers telling me what to do. No freedom, no direction. Didn't want to go to uni or college, you probably call it in America. And yeah, I had a feeling it was going to happen. You get the point, right? So it's just a story about like what, my experience was getting into this, how, good it felt to sign my first client. And then the call to action is just access my Skool community here. And there's a video on this page you can check out. So I'm funneling people, right, who get the free lead magnet into this automated drip campaign. And if we go to here, right, I'll actually show you. And one of the benefits by being in my school is you get my automated email drip campaigns. So you literally get like, my exact lead funnel workflows, my high ticket workflows, webinar workflows, even AI appointment setting bots. So I literally just give you everything for free. Like the go high level would be hundreds a month if you were to try and do this yourself, as well as actually paying people to build these snapshots for you. I've already done the hard work. You've got cold SMS workflows. There's even an automated, I'll try and find it, but there's an automated so the fully automated outreach strategy using SMS, the most powerful way to get clients out there. So yeah, basically this one was, I was running this week. So I got 152 people into this one, which is pretty decent for a week, right? And this was essentially, if we click on it, you'll see that, it was an email. It would wait like 2 days. It would be another email. So I constantly have people flowing through this system that are going to convert. Usually about 3 to 5% will convert into actual customers. So this week we could probably get like 10, 20 people in the school. But I'm actually going to talk about my ad strategy and other strategies for scaling in a minute. But that is like the main middle of the funnel. So we've got top of funnel, which is like how people come across us, and which is going to change shortly because I'm going to start my social media posting on Instagram. So my top of the funnel would be YouTube and Instagram starting next week. But right now it's only long form YouTube, in which they go to my Instagram or they go into my automated drip campaign via the free lead magnet or the free asset. But what I'm doing, right, is I've actually hired a social media manager this week to repurpose long form into engaging IG, TikTok, YouTube, and podcasts, right? So I can get as much attention at the top of funnel as possible, in which the call to action is I'm actually going to be creating a free course to collect as much data as possible so I can convert more at the bottom of funnel via email and SMS. So it's all going to start to fall into place soon. But one of the things I'm going to focus on this week is removing myself from the content machine that I've absolutely built. Because right now, right, I still have to post on YouTube to get customers. I have to post on Instagram stories and YouTube to actually get leads and traffic, essentially. But when I hire this, I mean, I've already hired him, but he's just like doing some sample stuff at the moment to try and get my style that I want like absolutely down. But once he's done that, he's going to be just posting every day onto these platforms to get as many people to opt in for the free course, in which I'm going to run automated drip campaigns to just convert at the bottom of the funnel. And then once they buy the low ticket, I'm then going to have my SDR, which I've also hired, to essentially just absolutely rip the back end. So just get more like high ticket sales. So other strategies, right, for scaling my school are finding creators in the same space. So this is actually a really good one. Like affiliate marketing is amazing, but what I'm going to try and do is find or reach out to smaller creators who aren't selling anything, but they have a channel. So like people in the agency space who have like 1,000 subscribers or a few thousand subscribers, but they haven't built a program. So I'm going to give them 50% of the sale if they put this as the call to action. So I can constantly have sales flooding in without me being involved in the process, hopefully, as well as running paid ads for front end sales and then SDR, so a sales development rep on the back end selling high ticket, as anyone who buys is a sales qualified lead, which is really important because that means that we'll only be dealing with really qualified people, because people who buy into the school are like qualified and they're much more likely to buy a higher ticket thing. So main problems I actually want to talk about, because this is all great, right? I've just exposed my entire strategy, but the problems I'm dealing with is because my school, right, is so low ticket, because right now it's like, yeah, still 65, but I'm going to increase it very shortly. And obviously the value is like insane. The problem is that people don't take it seriously. Like, because it is so cheap, there's not much skin in the game for someone jumping into my school, which means that when I message them saying like, how you doing? How's your week going? Do you need help with anything? They're not even responding, because like, I mean, some are, like, in all fairness, most people are, but there's a few people who aren't, because like it's not expensive, so they don't take it seriously. And one of my favorite sayings is that you have to pay attention, whereas they're just not paying enough to pay attention or to join the weekly accountability calls, because, you know, it's not much money at all. It's very, very low ticket. Like, it's stupidly cheap right now. So I probably will increase this next week, like a bit more. So yeah, that honestly was a recap of this week. Once again, it's busy, constantly getting like more people in, as you can see. 6th February, you can see more people flooding in. So I appreciate everyone who's joining since last week. It's always a pleasure. Yeah, 7th. So yeah, we are scaling, which is awesome. 8th, 10th. Yeah, so you get the point, right? We're getting there. We just need to increase this even more. We need more lead flow. We need to, once again, make this even better and even stronger. So next week we can have another recap in which is going to be like even more additions added to this. So yeah, hopefully this would help you, especially in the content system. And if you did, just like the video and subscribe and comment, you know, how your school is doing. I'm always interested to hear that. And follow me on Instagram as well. And if you are interested in joining the school, then just join. Like, it is so cheap. Like, you get the best systems, the best coaching. Like, I know people literally charging 5 figures for this exact thing. The coaching calls are insane, as well as I'll be able to support you. And you'll be able to be a part of an amazing community. Like, I cannot express how good this community is. Like, you get so much support. So if you post like a YouTube video, I'll try and find, that was a good example. Yeah, Sergio, for example, he said, any suggestions or like opinions on his YouTube video? So many people commented and liked it to give it a boost to the algorithm, which is like crazy, because when I first like started YouTube, no one like supported me, whereas you're going to have so many people who are on the same mission as you, just, you know, help you scale and not be lonely, because it was insanely lonely for me when I started. I literally spent 6 months in a room trying to scale my agency. So yeah, if you do want to join this, there is no better time than now. It is $65. It is going up shortly. So yeah, hop in while you can. And if you have questions about it, just DM me on Instagram. I literally respond to everyone. So yeah, hopefully this video helped, because that was the main point of this video, to actually help as many of you as possible. And yeah, it's been a pleasure once again, and I'll catch you next Sunday for another update on how we're doing. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, I'll catch you next week. Have an amazing week as well.